Over the summer for Witnessing God at Work, we are going to be giving the kids some missions of specific places to look for God at work. And grown-ups, we want you to join along in this with us while the kids are out from Sunday school. This is their lesson that they get to let the world around them help teach. And so each week we're going to be giving some prompts of where to be looking for God at work. We have some examples this week to kind of help get you started, and we'll be sharing those as I give you the prompts. So the first place to look for God at work is in nature. I have a couple of great examples that Donna sent me this week of baby birds. What a wonderful example of God at work in nature. In spite of everything that's going on around us, we still see the newness of baby birds in spring. And I can in fact hear birds chirping behind me in the trees here in front of my house. Where do you see God at work in other people? Marty saw God in Tom's delight at a new shed this week to keep his gardening tools in, and that's a way to connect with nature. So that's kind of a spillover between nature and other people. And so is this other one. This is our friend Pastor Walt, who is tending to his chickens and collecting the eggs from them. I actually know those chickens. It's a long story that I'll share over coffee with you sometime if you're really that interested in it. And I'll also, after this, share a video with you from my friend Josias in Uganda, who was one of our guides while we were there. And he had some words of hope for you. And I find connecting with friends around the world who have words of hope for us right now is just such a delightful way to see God. And finally, where do you see God in words? This might be a little bit of a harder one, but do you see God in the words on a protest sign? Do you see God in a specific passage of scripture that you want to share with us? Do you see God in the words of a novel you're reading, or perhaps the words that another person has shared with you, a compliment or something like that? Or maybe, like our friend Bruce, you have found God in the words of a prayer that you want to share with us. So be looking for God in nature, in other people, and in words. And now I'll turn it over to Josias and Bruce for a few more things to share.
My name is Josias. I'm from Uganda. I live in the village part of the country. My village is one of the places that survive more than 90% on tourism. And my village has been put down by the cases from the coronavirus. I therefore call upon all people to keep in prayer all our friends from the US, from Europe, and from many other parts of the country, and mostly the US, because we have many of the tourists coming to our village from the US. We'll keep you in prayer. Please stay safe and observe the regulations about the corona. God bless you.
I was given a very nice present today. It's a diary from a friend of mine who had served in the European theater in World War II in 1946. I opened the book and I came to a poem he had written upon returning to the United States. He had seen the enemy, we can't see ours, but the truths in here are very, very present. War and danger bring God down close, but after the battle cease, we spurn his help till new dangers loom. Forgive us, O Prince of Peace.